Good morning, good morning. It's time for ATC week number 5. We got to switch to a different color. I'm so excited. It is February, and that is Amethyst. Thank you all for letting me know what February is. I have one sister who has a birthday in February, and it's tomorrow. So I do know that it was purple because of her birthday that is in February. And she starts out our family. There are 11 of us children, and she starts the year out with the first birthday in February for the year. So this is ATC card number 5, and I was excited to switch to a different color, and I can't wait for you to see what a difference it makes. Color makes all the difference. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea to use the same color for every single month, because it might get kind of drab and kind of like, let's change this up a bit. But I don't know. The new month, it just lighted me up. Lit me up. So maybe it was a good choice to do this. So if you're following along, let me know how you think this new color looks. And we're going to be doing 4 weeks of purple. And I can't wait. I am so excited to see what you think of the end product. Here we are, week number 5. We're heading into the Amethyst month. So it is the month of February, which is a purple lavendery color. I decided to go with one of my Roycycled Decoupage papers, and a lot of people have ordered this one, and I have not tried it. And it's called Musical Dragonfly. And it, by chance, happened to have some lavender in it, which I didn't really realize that. So it was kind of fun that I discovered that just by wanting to try something that has been selling for me. So that's got some lavender in it. Now we're going to get to my stamps, and we don't need that paper anymore. So right off the bat, look at that. Some lavender right on the top of a lavender envelope. I really like that. And then we get into a few more of these. There's a lavender head right there on that one. Oh, look, there's a lavender stamp right there. Some of these lavenders are right on the top. I don't even have to dig. I didn't know that if we'd be able to find a lavender purpley color. But there, that's lavender on his little sash. This little plastic sleeve, just let me know if that you know what that's from, and I'll tell you in a bit. But we're going to go through, I don't know where we got some of these stamps from, but no lavender in that little stack there. So this little plastic sleeve, did you, when you had your first mortgage, which ours has been over 40 years now, and you had that little book where you'd take your payment in and they'd write your payment and your interest and how much you paid off on your house? Yeah, that's what that little sleeve reminds me of. Here's a couple Christmassy ones. One's got some lavender in it. They are very, very cute. I did like those Christmassy ones. I can't wait. I can wait till we get to December because those are going to be kind of fun. So pulling that paper and those stamps together, I'm trying to decide which one am I going to use. So I have to do this process of elimination. Like, what do I see and what do I want? And this purple color does not really go. So out with that one. So that helped a little bit. I do like this lavender paper that's behind here, but we're going to go with something a little bit different. So we're going to toss that one out as well. And it is kind of wintry, Christmassy. I might use that yet this month. And then we're going to toss that one away. I do have these 2 women, which I did really like them. I like both of them. So it was a hard choice, but we're going to go with some stenciling of some tiny little squares this time. And so I went ahead and I chose the larger of the 2 women. So these dragonflies, they're gorgeous. No wonder this is a popular paper. You can find it on my website at thepaintedphotographer.com. And I'm going to use this bottom corner down here so I don't disturb those dragonflies, because I can use those in a different project, which it would be very, very cool. So I'm not going to cut up those dragonflies. I'm just going to use this musical part down here that's got little bits and pieces of that lavender color in it. So I'm going to fold up this paper and use it in different projects. This whole piece right here that I cut off, might last us through the month of February. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it for the whole month of February or not, so we'll see. So I'm going to just scoot over here in the corner so I have some of that ornate detail on my card, and we'll put the rest maybe for a later use in this month. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I don't want the card color to show through. So I'm going to paint the back of this paper white versus painting the card white. The card's a little shiny and slick, so it's just easier to paint the back of the paper versus the card. So we're going to paint that white and then we're going to let it dry. And this watercolor paper, I had taught my granddaughters how to paint butterflies a while ago, and I saved this paper. So I did pull it out because it does have that lavender color. And I thought, okay, let's use one of these lavender butterflies that I painted with my granddaughters a while ago. And so we're going to, yep, it'll work on that card. So now I had a couple tips from you all. Thank you very much on how we can get this paper to come off a lot faster is just take a burnishing stick and burnish it on there. So I did that, and I used the IOD transfer stick and just rubbed on the back of it as hard as I could, and I did get a lot more paper to come off, and it worked very, very slick. I just kept pulling and pulling on the paper until I was satisfied with the thickness of that watercolor paper, because it is a thick watercolor paper, and I just didn't want that. I didn't need that thickness on the card. So I got that pretty thin, and now I'm going to use the wet tear method on this watercolor paper. What I didn't factor in is this is watercolor, and they will smear with water. And the granddaughters and I had splattered around our butterflies, so some of that purple has splattered when I go and do that wet distressing method. But I decided, okay, let's just go with it and let's embrace that smearing a little bit, and let's actually make it happen versus trying to prevent it from happening.
She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down, but got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her.
This is the stamp that I chose. I did like this little lady on this envelope. I just tore the stamp out of there. Sorry, I'm off camera just for a tiny little bit. I forgot what I was doing, and I tore that off and put some of the envelope aside. And now I'm going to try and figure out, okay, where am I placing these things? How much of that stamp do I need? And you know what? I really like that right now. I wish I would have left it like it was, but oh well. You'll see how I did it. I just went ahead and layered these on. I'll let you watch this process.
Smiling, there's nobody else for me. My heart starts racing every time I'm looking at her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing to me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my
Again, I got these stamps not from anybody that's significant to me, so I did like some of these numbers, and I did like that they had addressed this letter to Graham. So, and that stamp, she looks like Graham. I used the Tim Holtz Distressing ink and distressed those up so they look a little old, and then I took some of that distressing ink and went around the outside of it. Now I'm going to use this stencil and going in with the DIY electrified paint, which is an awesome color. If you're looking for any DIY paint, head on over to my website at thepaintedphotographer.com. And some of that Tim Holtz Distressing ink, I decided to go in with my fingers. I'm going to warn you that really stains your fingers. So just be careful. But I did want to age that up a little bit. And then I went ahead and put liquid patina onto those numbers and that little Graham there and stuck those down. So here we are. And we're just going to outline a bit of those details to make them pop.
Do you ever feel you don't get out what you're putting in? All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way. I was just a little girl when my mama used to say, ooh, happiness requires work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious, different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
What'd you think? Do you like it? Do you like Amethyst? Do you like that we started into February? I do. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You can follow along here for the rest of the year. 52 weeks we got to do. If you like this kind of video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And then if you like my thrifted videos, those come too. I record those so that they're available on Fridays. So let me know in the comments what you enjoyed the most about this video and if you like the new color. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy painting.